Yeah, I think it has improved slightly. Still, obviously, not a polished performance from us, but there were times in the game I think we were really behind the eight ball, especially early on. They batted well, and I was thinking it could have been 350 plus there for a while, and a very good score. So I was pleased with the back end of our bowling performance there, and clearly at the end the work that Doug Bracewell did in putting the partnership together I thought was fantastic as well, and that's really promising signs as well. Shows how his batting's come on, which is great, but not a complete performance by any means. We haven't built partnerships across the whole top 6 or 7, and that was the strength of what we did so well against Sri Lanka, and it's what we haven't clicked and done here yet. And I guess as a batting unit, that's going to be our challenge going into the next 3 games, is to build those partnerships, and that's everyone. I mean, our guys have played enough cricket. They know that you can't rely on the lower order to win you those games. It's got to be the top order that score the majority of the runs, and we haven't done that in the 2 games as yet. I think you're always looking at ways that you can find a slight chink in the opposition's armour, and yeah, we're always doing that. We're trying to say there are ways against every batsman that we can put in our scouting plans for the future to say this is the way we believe is the best way to get out. And whilst there has been some different personnel that's played over the 2 games, yeah, I think I have faith in all of our squad there that they can do a job for us. We're still, I guess, in some ways, if you call it experimenting, trying to work out what our very best team is still, and that's an ongoing thing, and it will probably change slightly with the conditions that we have as well. Well, as I said before, we haven't had the partnerships that we've wanted to, and it's not that we can't play spin bowling. We've just taken some options that haven't been the best options at times. Again, I have faith in our guys. I mean, we did it. We played the spin bowling very, very well against Sri Lanka, and they had a lot of spinners as well. So it's not like we can't. We just haven't done it effectively. And but as you say, I mean, the 2 wrist spinners that they have here are very, very effective bowlers. Our challenge is to find a way to be better. But look, we were up where we wanted to be with a run rate point of view all night tonight. In terms of the targets and where we set ourselves, it was the wickets that hurt us. So we've just got to find a way to minimise that, especially in the top 30 overs. Look, I mean, the World Cup is a little bit secondary still. I mean, we want to win this series first and foremost, but as I said earlier, we're just still working out what we think our best, I guess, the best 11 are, and how we balance the team with the right number of bowlers versus all-rounders versus batsmen, and it's something we're still working at. We're fortunate at the moment. We've got some quality players in New Zealand who are all, I guess, fighting for places, and yes, there's the big prize at the end of it, but to be perfectly honest, it's a secondary thing for me at the moment. It's still about working out in this series what we have to do to win 3 in a row now. Oh, I thought he started really well. I mean, he was looking assured at the crease. I thought he took his time, and that's batting. He plays one shot that didn't go his way. I mean, if he turns around and switch hits it and goes for 4, then everyone claps and says great shot, and that's the fine margins you work in sometimes. Colin plays the switch hit, the reverse sweep, so my word for him won't be to take it out of his game. It'll just be more selective in when he plays it. Mitch had a serious knee operation, and I guess it takes anything from 9 to 12 months to get complete bone healing, and he's been playing cricket. I'm very confident that Mitch could get through just about everything at the moment, but I guess as a little bit of a precautionary measure, and on medical advice to us, it's just be careful in the way you ease him back in. And international cricket's a lift and intensity. He's been playing mainly Super Smash cricket, so bowling 4 overs, so it is a lift in where he's going to with 10. But I'm pretty sure you can expect Mitch to play the next game. Yeah, has been in both games so far as well. I mean, he's obviously a clever bowler. Don't see the left arm leg spinner too often. Although in New Zealand here we do have 2 or 3, and so it's not completely foreign to us. But he's clever. He uses his googly very well, and yeah, I mean, we have to find a way just to combat him. And I thought in the first game, actually, after 7 overs, he was none for 30, and I thought we'd actually played him pretty well. And maybe we've just got to pull back the throttle a bit around our scoring and be happy with none for 45 if we can.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, obviously, to go down again. It was a pretty quick turnaround, and we only had one training sort of I guess, to get a few things right. And credit to India, they played obviously pretty well and put us under pressure throughout the whole day, and unfortunately we couldn't really get over the line. So yeah, pretty disappointing effort, and obviously a quick turnaround until the next one. We expected obviously a step up in the intensity. I think if we're honest, we've been a little bit off in all areas and all departments. So it's 2 games, it's 2 pretty average performances, but we've got to move pretty quickly into the next game. I think we can improve in all areas. We're pretty hard on ourselves. From a bowling point of view, I think we need to be more consistent with the areas that we hit. I think playing on pretty good wickets to some of the best players in the world, you just need to be hard on yourself as a bowling unit. And we were good in parts today, and then other parts we weren't great. So, and same goes with the batting. From ball 1, we're going to be put under pressure, so we need to be hard on ourselves there as well. Yeah, on a personal note, pretty happy to get a few away. It does the confidence a world of good whenever you get a few runs and contribute that way. So yeah, it was good fun out there, but just disappointing I couldn't stay in for a bit longer. Yeah, it's definitely challenging. They're a quality side, and they've showed that over a number of years. Their spinners obviously world class, so from ball 1 you're sort of put under a bit of pressure, and you've got to find ways to, I guess, go out there and score pretty quickly, and sometimes it's difficult. And like they showed today, they put us under pressure throughout the whole day. I don't think it's going to change too much, so I guess we've had a good look at it, so we know what we're up against come Monday. So I think it's a touch on the slower side, if anything, and it tended to skid on a little bit under lights. So I guess as a bowling unit and batting unit, it's something we can discuss.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.